Hello, Pastor Doug back again with another video. We're going to do another one on Christian nationalism. I don't want to have this overtake of the site. I do want to do one video on woke theology I've been working on for a while, but I had a friend send me this link describing Christian nationalism from a Christian nationalist perspective. So I thought it'd be appropriate, and it's a video, so we get to listen at the same time. So here we go. Let's listen to this video. It's only 90 seconds, and I'm going to stop and start it as we go. Professional.
What is Christian nationalism? The term is often used derisively to discourage mixing Christianity and politics.
Sure. Yes. Both by folks who want to silence Christians, but also by Christians who believe that the New Testament commands the church to be apolitical. So let's keep on going.
But actually defining it has mixed results.
Amen. Amen. No one seems to define it. Oh, we're going to do Christianity Today. Yeah, that's a problem. Let's keep on going.
Christianity Today said that it's the belief that the American nation is defined by Christianity and that the government should take active steps to keep it that way.
Now, again, when I did my video on this, that's too vague of a definition. You know, should we have laws preventing murder because we believe that murder is wrong because God commands it? True. You know, should the state enforce a particular form of worship? No. So this was a bad definition, but let's see what they say.
But wouldn't that be a good thing?
Well,
Pastor Grant Gaines said that it's imposing distinctly Christian morals on society.
That's a dumb thing. Again, you know, the basics of the moral law should be imposed on society. When it gets to the issue of how to worship and what dogmas to believe or doctrines to believe about salvation is where we get a problem. So yeah, again, that's not a good quote.
And what's wrong with that? Samuel Perry and Philip Gorski believe they wrote the book on Christian nationalism, which they call white Christian nationalism.
Ah, yes, yeah. And that's the hidden attack of the left. If you want to put your Christian beliefs in society, you're probably a Nazi.
Because,
sorry, that's kind of crazy, of course, because the Nazis hated Christianity.
If there's a group you want people to hate, make them racists. In Gorski's sleepy talk at Yale Divinity School, he droned on for an hour about Christian nationalism without defining it, but said that half of America...
I've not seen this. I'm going to have to dig it up and give it a listen. But oh my, Yale Divinity School, that's not a good sign. YDS, as the joke goes, Yale Depravity School. But let's keep on going.
Affirms it. Affirms what? Well, whatever evangelical Republicans believe in and vote for. If you believe abortion is murder and should be illegal, and homosexuals grooming kids should be tried as pedophiles, you're a scary Christian.
So again, this is taking the broad definition of Christian nationalism used by the left. That, you know, Christians should have no say in the public square. Only the religion of militant left-wing secularism should be the official religion of the state. So, agreeing with the video.
Nationalist. But when Kamala Harris broadcasts into hundreds of black churches to tell them who to vote for, or she says Jesus wants you to get vaccinated, that's not Christian nationalism.
Good point.
There is no consistent definition of Christian nationalism.
Well, I'm going to try it because I'm actually going to be preaching on it this Sunday. I'm going through a sermon series of topical sermons just for August, and then I'm going to get back to preaching in expository fashion, which is superior. But let's keep on going.
It's a Marxist strategy to deconstruct Christianity, and part of that strategy is for you to not know what it is.
So there is no consistent definition of Christian nationalism. Kind of agree with that. It's a Marxist strategy to deconstruct Christianity, and to be effective, you can't know what it is. That is part of the left. The left has taken over language, and the secular left hates to be labeled. They want to label everyone else, but not themselves. This is true.
Sadly, too many Christians are chasing this boogeyman, condemning Christian nationalism, but not global secularism.
Okay, I agree. Too many Christians have bought into trying to kiss up to the world, try to be friends with the world, so whatever's hip, and the world's into, we have to go along with. I love that line again by Voddie Baucham. There's the 11th commandment in the evangelical church, thou shalt be nice, and we ignore the other 10. I think it's very true. Also, in the name of evangelism or church growth or just trying to be nice, we do chase far too after the world. I agree with that. However, is it the job of the Christian church to preach against global secularism? Within the church, absolutely. But it is our job to Christianize the state? Is it the job of the church to go in the world and preach a political campaign? Now, that's maybe a more narrow definition of Christian nationalism, one I would disagree with. So let's keep on going.
All politics should be subject to faith in Jesus Christ, King of Kings and Lord of...
Yes, in the broad sense. All Christians should take God's moral law and also the gospel and ponder when they vote how those things apply. Absolutely. However, are you saying again the church should engage in political campaigns promoting certain things? Is the church meant to be a political entity? That I don't see, and maybe that's the narrow definition of Christian nationalism. For the kingdom is the Lord's, and he rules over the nations. Yes, but if you read most Christian nationalists' least favorite text, Romans 13 and 1 Peter 2, he rules over all the nations, and yes, he will judge them. But the notion that the church should conquer nations politically is nowhere in the New Testament. Let's keep on going.
Lords. Psalm 22:28 says, "For the kingdom is Yahweh's, and he rules over the nations." When we understand the text.
Okay. First of all, very jealous. I love the quality of this production. I wish I could make videos like this, or I had a bunch of people that could make videos like this for me. So this is a great video. Very well done. There is lots of truth in here. This video has lots of truth about how the secular left is using Christian nationalism as a way to scare people. You Christians who value biblical things, you must be silenced in the public square. You're not allowed to go and vote according to biblical morality. If you do that, then you're probably a white supremacist and a Nazi. Absolutely, this video is 100% on about that. Totally agree with that. But this video didn't fully define Christian nationalism either. This video has made the exact same mistake on the other side. So are you saying a church should start endorsing political candidates, political platforms, political parties? Should after Sunday service we should go and hold political rallies at the state capitol? I don't see that. I don't see that in the New Testament. Christ's kingdom is not of this world. Yes, we're called to be salt and light in it, individual Christians. But the church is about worship. It's about the gospel. It's about God's law. We are not trying to convert political systems. Again, as the church grows, as more people become Christian, that will influence society, no doubt. And that's a good thing, and that's a blessing. But this video didn't define Christian nationalism either. It did the exact same thing. So I got a feeling theologically I'm very close to these folks. Probably politically I'm also very close to these folks. But you didn't answer the question. Define Christian nationalism. Is it some sort of Christian reconstructionism? Again, are you saying the church should go and conquer the states in some political way? Or maybe, militarily? You didn't define it either. So we're continuing our search for defining Christian nationalism. I think there's two definitions. There's a broad definition, which is, again, misused by the secular left, and then there's a narrow definition, which is misused by Christian nationalists, I think, that the church should be political. Well, I hope that helps. I might do a few more videos on this, but like I said, I don't want the channel to be consumed about it. But as always, Christ's grace and peace to you all. Amen.